Welcome to Jen's Daily Dish. Today we're making leftover pie made with a hot water crust. Yes, you heard me right, hot water crust. If you've watched any baking show, you've seen these crusts. These are the things that stand up and defy gravity in terms of a pie. That is what we're going to be making. Have I made this before? No. Am I a little scared? Yes. But we're going to do it together. You'll learn from any mistakes that I make. And the best thing is, fill this pie with whatever you have in your refrigerator. It is the perfect leftover pie. I have some ground turkey, some mashed potatoes, leftover roasted carrots, and I'm going to throw a can of peas in there to sort of make a shepherd's pie-esque leftover pie. Should we get started? I think so. Let's do this. I'm also making it because, please go easy on me, pastry. I was scared to try, didn't get the chance to make this any time before. What was I thinking? I better get to baking. Please go easy on me. Yeah, well, please go easy on me. A few things before you get started, because this dough comes together very quickly and you gotta be fast because it's a hot water crust and you want it to be hot/warm when you are kneading it and putting it in your pie. That is the goal. So what makes a hot water crust different from a pie crust? The hot water crust uses boiling hot fat, butter, lard, whatever you're using, goes into the flour fully absorbs it, makes a uniform dough, which you don't have with a pie crust. You're able to knead that out. It's very pliable and able to hold the structure of those tall walls with a hot water crust pastry. A regular pie crust, well, it simply won't do that. It's very flaky and uses the coldest butter you can possibly get and has those chunks of butter in it, which allows for that flakiness to happen in the oven. So, with that said, let's make our very first hot water crust pastry. Preheat your oven to 375 degrees. And also, make a choice. Are you going to make a round hot water crust, or are you going to put it in a 9x5 dish like I'm doing? I've lined it with parchment paper just because I think it might be easier to lift it out afterwards, but we'll see if this proves true. 4 cups all-purpose flour. Add in a teaspoon of salt, mix it together. Make a well in the center. That is where your butter/fat is going to go, and we're going to mix it in. In a medium saucepan, add a cup of water, 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Bring to a boil. Add the boiling fat to that flour mixture in that well. Mix together. Go ahead and knead it a little bit on the parchment paper so that I don't have to add any extra flour. It is still very warm. I'm just going to knead it a little bit. Cut a third off and keep it warm underneath a bowl for the top that we're going to use. Roll to 16 by 12, best you can. All right, now I gotta put it in here. Easy, right? Your fillings can be hot or cold, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna add the mashed potatoes in. It's about a cup. Next goes the ground turkey I have. About a cup of roasted carrots, leftovers. About a cup of peas. A little bit of gravy for the top. Roll the top out. We're going to crimp this together first before I do anything. Got that overhang here, which is A-okay. Go ahead and add some shapes, just to make it pretty. You can make slits to vent, but I'm going to make a bigger hole right in the center because there's a lot of liquid that's going to go in here. So I'm just going to poke this right through until I hit that filling. Just like that. Right through. Tablespoon of water to 1 egg for the egg wash. Into the oven for 45 to 55 minutes until that vent we made is bubbling liquid. Time's up, it looks done. Oh my. Wow. Okay, it didn't leak. Thumbs up. I'm gonna let it rest for about 15 or so minutes, and then I'm gonna attempt to take it out of here. So remember, go easy on me. The moment of truth. Can I take it out? Oh, yes, yes, yes. The big cut. The crust is crisp. You can see the peas and the carrots in there, and then that ground turkey and the mashed potatoes. Yum! Go easy on me. This was pretty easy, actually. Leftovers from the refrigerator thrown into a hot water crust pastry, which I did. Yay! What could be easier? It looks great on the exterior. Admittedly, it probably could have cooked for just a tad bit longer as I'm looking at the pastry, and maybe I could have even done without the parchment paper. So give that a try because it may make the crust on the bottom and the sides even crispier. But let's take a bite because that's what matters. Get a little bit of everything, a little bit of the crust, mashed potatoes, that ground turkey. This is leftovers done right. Mix whatever you got, put it in the pie, bake it. You have a fantastic presentation along with something utterly delicious. If I can make this leftover pie with a hot water crust pastry for the very first time with you watching me every step of the way, you can too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your family and friends. Let me know when you make this. I'd love to hear how it goes for you and what you decide to put in it. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram, Jen's Daily Dish and more. I'm going for more.